Do you think the death penalty will ever return?
Does capital punishment have a role in civilized society? And obviously this is
I'm against
context.
it because it's cowardly. I'm against it because it's inefficient.
Reinstating capital punishment in Great Britain has become the most popular e-petition.
In a civilised society, this is not the right way to punish.
I would actually support the reintroduction of capital punishment.
Hi, I'm Gavin Funnell and I'm here to introduce X-Row. X-Row is our graduation film for our last year at Newport Film School. As our last film, we really need to give it our all, so we're getting funding through Indiegogo. We're pitching here to ask you to be a part of this with us to help donate money and help us achieve our goal of making a really successful film.
Our story follows Olivia Maxwell, the first executioner in Britain in over 50 years. She is an avid believer in the death penalty, but she is sort of somewhat coerced into being in that position by her boss.
She's an ambitious and strong-headed woman who values honesty and straightforwardness. This causes problems for her when she's made an executioner. Since executioners have to be kept anonymous, that means she has to lie to her family, her husband and kids.
It means that she has to face this killing somebody completely and totally alone, and it leaves her in a very lonely place.
Things get worse when she meets Vince, the man she's set to kill. He's a man who's been deeply affected by the 10 years he spent in prison. He poses difficult questions to Olivia, and she can't help but notice certain similarities between them and their situations, a serial killer and an executioner. Our film X-Row is very timely. There have been a lot of high-profile cases recently about murder and child rape that have brought up this conversation again of whether Britain should have the death penalty. What we've seen from many pro-death penalty people is that they tend to be very quick to say that someone deserves death, but we want our film to show a point of view that maybe they haven't considered, which is the point of view of the executioner.
And it is very interesting to look at because it's not something that we ever really say out loud, is the fact that if we're going to kill somebody, what we have to do in order to do that is create another killer, and that is something that was very poignant to our story. So for that reason we did a lot of research into other executioners and how it actually affects them and their everyday lives. And ultimately it does have a very detrimental effect on their mental health and how they are as a person, and we wanted to apply that to our main character.
The questions we want our film to raise is killing ever okay? Does it make a difference if it's government sanctioned or not? And what are the consequences for killing?
We're looking to raise around £2,000 through Indiegogo donations, and this will go towards a very versatile location that we scouted during pre-production, as well as things like lens hire and budgeting for external crew members such as storyboard illustrators, production designers and composers. Even if it's just £1 that you can donate, it would still bring us one step closer to our goal in making this film, and would really appreciate anything that you can spare.